Ndị be anyị ndewonu. Ọ bụ Ada Igbo na-ekwu na Igbo Media. N'Igbo Media, anyị na-ewetara unu ọtụtụ ozi gbasara ihe na-emegasị na Biafra Land, n'ala Igbo na mba ndị ọzọ. N'ụbọchị nke taata, o nwere ihe bịara n'iru akwụkwọ anyị nke anyị ga-agụpụtara unu n'ụbọchị taa. Anyị gụpụtachaa ya, unu egee ya ka ọha n'uju. Ị ga-esie ya, ị drọpụọla your comment, like kwa this our video and gbasakwa ya ka o ruo ụmụnna anyị n'ebe dị iche iche arụ. O nwere ozi anyị ji maka ya taata abịa n'iru akwụkwọ. Ozi a si n'aka otu nwanne anyị nwoke, Biafra activist. Dịka o si dere anyị ozi a n'iru akwụkwọ, ọ dere sị, breaking news: they can't jail Simon Ekpa twice unless they have other criminal charges against him. Nigeria media drops bombshell. Ya bụ ozi ka anyị ji bịa taata na Igbo Media. Ị ga-esi ya bụ ozi, gbaa mbọ gwa anyị iche ma mekwa ka ozi alụtụ ụmụnna anyị n'ebe dị iche iche aka. Ngwa gere ya ka ọha n'uju.
Thank you very much, as always, Dennis, for coming on the program to talk about these matters.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Yori.
My pleasure. The news, the news of his, well, one didn't, I don't know, not everybody heard of his arrest, but certainly by yesterday, there were pictures in the papers where he was seen in court, and now he's been sentenced to 6 years, showing that the Finns themselves take a very dim view of the kind of things he was charged with, and actually have managed to find him guilty and sentence him to 6 years. How did you feel about that news? Because I don't know that anybody saw it coming.
I think we saw it coming. He was arrested. It was well publicized. And of course, the Finnish government decided to try him. He has been in prison custody for a while. They took him to court. And then, of course, what many people might not know is that the Nigerian government, especially the National Intelligence Agency, Foreign Affairs, and the DSS, has been working with the Finnish government and giving them compelling evidence, with which yesterday they used in, convicting him.
Indeed, because it is stated that he was jailed for terrorism-related activities, and there have been no reports that this terrorism extended to Finland, but he has always been instigating violence. And I imagine the charges would have been framed around that particular fact, that he's been inciting violence for him back home in Nigeria. And I think ultimately the Finns found that they just had to do something about this matter because the evidence apparently was overwhelming. I don't know, first of all, his rise. How do you think this 40-year-old gentleman, as I said in the opening, he's from Ebonyi State, Ohaku in particular, and he went over to Finland as maybe part of IPOB, certainly, but now he's even styled himself the prime minister. He's styled himself the prime minister of IPOB, and as you know, it's a banned organization.
Yes, he fashioned himself the prime minister of Biafra. And of course, if you remember very well, there were a group of people that actually came together in Europe and tried to even create a Congress of Biafra where some ministers and were appointed, a big elaborate ceremony. But at that time, he has already been arrested, so he couldn't attend that particular ceremony. They did all that. They were trying to raise money all across the world. And of course, with this conviction, of course, we've not been hearing about them again after that ceremony. So now that he's been arrested, not only for terrorism charges, there are other charges too. The guy has been he has been doing things against the Finnish government. Like, he's a lawyer too. He's a lawyer, but before you practice, just like in Nigeria, you have to practice after you go to law school, the Nigerian law school, and you're a member of the Nigerian Bar Association. They have something like that too, which he has contravened the Lawyers Act in Finland.
Well, just to tell our viewers that we might be, operating on our alternative channel, and just for you to know. But viewers can continue to watch this program right now on our YouTube channel. I think it's the This Morning on TVC flag, whatever it is. But the program, we continue with our broadcast here. Okay, so as I was saying, that's what's operating on another stream of TVC, but we continue here. Yes. Sorry. Actually, we'll fade down entirely the audio coming from that other channel so that we can't hear it anymore. As it is, we are still hearing it. And are you also hearing it?
I'm hearing you, Yori.
Oh, excellent. That's fine. So, in fact, Senator Shehu Sani has, offered the commentary. He also, of course, entirely different circumstances, had reason to be incarcerated, in Nigeria here politically. So he says he knows what it's like, and he also, from his idea of, from a worldview, it's going to be like a picnic. He needs to be here and to face our own justice system. And then if he is indeed convicted, then they will know that he is actually serving a sentence. But there are those who believe that he's not serving a sentence yet, as he's in the Finnish jail over there. They might actually have color television. They might actually have color television there and that kind of a thing, as we read on social media. So I don't know what the idea. What do you think about the idea that he's been convicted now, which is fine,
Yes.
but that he needs to come back and also face the justice here? Would that not be something of a double jeopardy? Would it not be?
It is not. Yori, it's not a double jeopardy. There are, in repatriation or extradition of prisoners from foreign countries, sometimes the agreement would be one where he will be brought, he will serve the Finnish jail term, and then maybe towards the last 1 or 2 years, he will now be extradited to Nigeria to finish the jail term. They cannot jail him twice, except the Nigerian government have other, charges against him, other criminal charges against him, which maybe the Attorney General will bring forward. But I think that's left for the lawyers. The thing is that to extradite him to Nigeria, it might be very, very difficult. Now, 3 people are supposed to take that decision. The Finnish government, the Nigerian government, and the prisoner himself. Because if he comes, or his lawyer says that if he comes down to Nigeria, he will be tortured, or he will not have a fair hearing, I think they take those kind of things seriously. And basically, our prison correctional center situations. So he would prefer to even remain there, just like you said, it's a vacation. Yes, of course, they don't dehumanize people over there in prison. Yes, he can watch TV, can eat 3 times a day. but I don't think you want to leave that and come to the situation that you might encounter in Nigeria.
Especially if he has a choice in the matter. Especially if
He has a
anybody else,
choice.
if he has,
He has a choice because according to Finnish law, the three people, that is the Finnish government, the Nigerian government, and himself, have to agree, because he, as a citizen of Finland, because
and a politician, and an elected politician as well in Finland.
And they have a law. They have a law in Finland that they cannot extradite to, countries outside the EU, the European Union.
I see.
So all these are complications that could happen if Nigeria is attempting to bring him down here. But well, the Nigerian government and Finnish government are cooperating very seriously. So maybe that cooperation might extend, especially when it comes to terrorism, just to show to the world that, you cannot do terrorism and get away with it. You must be accountable, held accountable for all that he has done. And again, it's also a warning to social media content creators who feel that I can create any kind of content I want. But if the content borders on terrorism or leads to violence, then they have to hold their account.
Ngwanụ daalụ nne nụ ụmụnne m dịka si na-esere n'Igbo Media. Gịnị ka unu nwere ikwu na nkọwa nke unu gbasara maka ihe unu n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa? Gwa anyị ife iche n'ụdị nke gị, deela ya n'akara kọmentị ka mara ihe i chere, ma chetakwa tụsa ya bụ ozi ka o wereta ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ ntị. Ndewo na ụmụnne m, ka emesịanụ.